It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Colts and the Rams. All that and more coming up next.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you're starting to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Colts offense set to go to work, and they're led by a guy who's bounced around a bit the last few years, hoping to find a home with Indianapolis, Gardner Minshew.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3, usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
That one finds Pierce right side. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together?
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Donald providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. First run now for Kyron Williams. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Minshew sets to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 111 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati. So now trying to make amends. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, the Rams had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to widen their advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Minshew.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Minshew.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He's got Granson, his tight end.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Cup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A final shot before the break, Stafford. Going up top for Cup. And he fires one incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin with a playoff rematch from a year ago. Miami, again on the road. The weather will be a little warmer this time as they take on Buffalo. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Devin Singletary with a touchdown run. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Pass interference, defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. Back to throw. Stafford. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 2 now, second and goal. To throw is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw here.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, Taylor.
Fighting through. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gain of 12. First down, Rams.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
First down, Rams.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
Down to about the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Minshew. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, Minshew. The toss here completed to Pittman. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Minshew sets to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. It'll be Minshew again.
That complete to Downs.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Minshew, 1st and 10.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Rams, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.